Good morning. How is everyone? Legatus, good morning. We're having a productive day so far. We've managed to have breakfast, get dishes done. I'm in the process of putting my oven on clean, so it'll warm the house up and clean the oven all in one shot. I did possibly make a terrible mistake by allowing Hopper the house bunny out and about uh, during the stream. So, if at any point you hear a whole lot of cursing all of a sudden where it doesn't make any sense, it's probably just that Hopper's eaten something else she shouldn't have. 'Cause, rabbit. Um, this is going to be a bit of an interesting experiment today. Diablo and Myst, I always thought of myself as, being reasonably good at, and I managed to fail at both of them. So, uh, and I managed to absolutely bomb at Jack's read and roll game last night. So I seem to be on a bit of a losing streak. Um, so I thought we would try Riven, which was a game I was never good at, and therefore won't be surprised or let down by if I also fail at. If I'm going to be on a losing streak, I might as well, not risk messing up a winning streak. So Riven is, I'm hoping, going to be a bit of a group effort. Um, yes, I understand that almost no one has probably even seen this game, but since I don't think I ever successfully made it all the way through anyway, uh, any advice you want to throw my way or any observations you have that I may have missed, please do. I absolutely could use the help and would be delighted to have it. Um, Hopper is now begging for attention because, I'm paying attention to something other than her. I will be supreme at this game. It would be hysterical if I did really badly at the games I should have been good at and then proceed to just absolutely smoke this one. That would be just a riot. So I do seem to recall that there's a bit of talkiness at the beginning, which you didn't get with Myst, but I think if I remember after that, it's pretty similar uh, to Myst in that, there's some sound effects and things, but not a lot of dialogue. So not one of those like super talky games where, you have all these cutscenes and have to listen to 20 minutes of NPCs chatting. Um, I do remember it as being a very pretty game, like more so than Myst even. Okay, Hopper, you need to get down. Hopper has decided that the couch is for clawing at this morning for some reason. Yes, that would be lovely, Legatus. I certainly hope so. Goat for the win. And hopefully with your assistance. All right, let's see if we can actually get the stream working here. I did play with this a little bit yesterday, just enough to deal with the sound settings and the visual settings in this had to be super precise, if I remember. I'm hoping that I set it up right, but I think my gamma levels may not be quite right. But we shall find out. Unfortunately, it used to just be a matter of like, one button brighten your screen and call it a day. And now, of course, there's like 6 different buttons that'll do different things with your screen, so sorry, Hopper, I didn't mean to completely flip you over. Here we go.
Thank God you returned. I need your help.
Let me know if you can hear this.
There's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden. For reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. In appears to be a linking book back here to dummy. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to cash again. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
So for anybody who did not go look at the YouTube videos about how Myst ends, it turns out that both of his sons were total assholes, and that they had actually conspired to lock him into a book and then somehow got in a fight and ended up locking themselves both into their own books. And they try and trick you into releasing them, and then they destroy the book so that he remains trapped. But if you do the right ending, you let him out and he destroys both their books. That's right, Eraser, neither do I. We are in this one together, trust me. So the correct ending of Myst, you release the father, he destroys both the books and traps his sons for eternity. In this, you find out some in Myst too. That's why all the books are burned and faded. You discover that the worlds are created, and that as the books begin to deteriorate, the worlds actually begin to deteriorate. And so Riven is the most stable of the worlds, but it is also breaking down. And his wife, Catherine, who gets mentioned in Myst, is caught on this world with his father. So Gen is his father. And Gen is apparently also where his sons got their insanity from. I'm not going to go through the whole, this little book that he gave you is basically all this information. So, like I said, I had to adjust sound and everything, so I looked at it yesterday. And unlike Myst, there aren't, nice, neat little individual puzzles. This whole world is one giant puzzle. Where I, also frequently get lost. I have no idea what I just... Oh! Good morning, Jay. No, I haven't started Diablo 2 yet. I have to, I have to pick up a copy. Wording, bug. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I have to pick up a copy of it still. I am hoping next week. Okay, we've reversed the screen and the wording. Which means there must be another screen because the room can't just reverse. But yes, I'm hoping next week we'll start Diablo 2. I may actually take a bit of a poll later. Okay. So I saw this sliding. Oh, there are multiple bugs, and there's the wording. Oh, there's wording everywhere. Nowhere for me to get there. Is there an up? Nope. Oh. People worshipping a book? Well, a book created their world, so I guess that makes sense. People with scrolls. I'm giving somebody casting down the people with books in fire? And rising up to take their place. Okay. Got it. I'm considering doing Diablo 2 in multiplayer mode. Okay, and writing stuff into existence. Alright, so it seems like lots of people had... Well, I don't know what order these go in exactly. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'm thinking about doing Diablo 2 as a multiplayer. But I don't know that there's anybody free that likes the game enough to, Well, that isn't gonna work. Look, Rabbit. Just because the couch is brown doesn't mean it's dirt you can dig on. Go play. Yeah, for anybody who missed it, Hopper the House Bunny is out running around while I'm streaming, so we'll see how much trouble she causes in the meantime. Well, that's not creepy or anything. that sound like? Like a metal cylinder rolling? Like my brakes when they really, really, really need changing? Alright, what are these things? Water? Or just blue? I don't know. Oop, there goes the rabbit again. Alright. Red room. Is this the room with the bugs? Did I just manage to open one of the doors? Let's go find out. Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, fudge. Does this do something different? I mean, it looked very much like the same room. Didn't it? Good morning, Hat. How are you this morning? I have a lovely cup of herbal tea. I've had my coffee already. Wait, is this different? Wasn't there... This is different. There was a door and writing before. Does that mean there are two entrances into this room when it rotates? It does, because before I had to do it twice. So that means there are, what, 5 turns to this? Good morning, Jill. How are you? Hat is a meat popsicle. I mean, that could get taken so many ways, depending on how dirty your mind is in the morning. I mean, I seem to recall you live in warm climate, so it can't be that you're freezing. Alright, this is what I saw last time. Okay, so there have to be 5 cycles to this room. I thought there were only 3. Jill, how are you at puzzles? And did you ever play this game? Because I could really use the help. Okay, yeah, this is what I saw last time. Which means if I hit this... Okay, so... There's a way to make the door be on this side, and there's a way to make the door be on this side. Neither of them are open, so it doesn't make any difference right now. If I can figure out a way to get those grates open, I assume that will give me access to all sorts of different parts of the island. Okay. I guess I can't do anything here until I can get that gate open. Wait, did it change anything over here? Never I've seen Fifth Element several times, but I do not remember that. I'm very glad that you like puzzles, because I also like puzzles, but I get really, really... Oh. If you were not good at heights, that would be terrible. Alright. Hang on a second. Hopper is gonna have to go back in her crate until we're done this stream. She is being a naughty girl. So, in you go. I'll let you back out when we're done. There we go. But I tend to get lost easily. Thought I saw something. Is what, a pipe? There is a pipe. And I tend to, you know, like, I know I will have seen the answer to a puzzle, but then I cannot remember where said answer is. So, you know, an extra brain is always really helpful. Alright, so I ended up back on the same thing, didn't I? I was gonna see if this changed the room at all, except I think I left it on the exact same position it was on before. So I don't think it's gonna make any difference. This is still open, whatever it is. Is that? Wait, no. No, go back. I didn't mean to do that. The chair is so creepy. It's like a mechanical spider with too many limbs. I guess there are too many pillars in here for it to be that same room. Darn it, I thought I'd figured something out early. I was gonna be all excited. Good morning, Witch Queen. How are you? Throw a puzzle in me now and I'm stumped. Amplify that 11-fold when it gets worse when the game is streamed. Yeah. That was kind of how I felt like ending the Myst stream yesterday. I was like, I didn't remember. I remembered Myst as being kind of a bunch of interconnected... Oh. Alright, I guess this must be the room. Wait, is that where I just came in? That's where I just came in. This must be the room I was just in? And this is the door I opened. Yes? What is this? We have a cutscene. Wow, a 1997 game with a cutscene. But apparently you need clues from the gear world in order to get out of the spaceship puzzle world. Which means that number one, if you didn't do them in the correct order, you're stuck. And since it doesn't give you an actual order... Oh, I do remember this now. Does anybody get motion sick? If anybody gets motion sick, close your eyes, because this is like a roller coaster ride, if I remember correctly. But anyway, the other thing is that I played the first world of Myst weeks ago. And it's basically the difference of, like, between really, really subtle sound changes And you're supposed to use the sounds to know what direction to go in. Except it was weeks ago, and I don't remember that shit. Okay. So I guess we're somewhere else now. Oh wait, is there a shorter? Like if I'm down here, let's see if we can find. All right. All right, I guess that is the only way to go. All right. I just didn't want to miss anything important. What is this? It seems like something not working. Jill apparently likes roller coaster rides. Oh. Sorry, little dudes. Didn't mean to interrupt your sunbathing. Yeah, I have no idea if this actually means anything or if it's just random pretty scenes that you can take a look at. I came from that way, right? So this is what I mean about my complete inability with directions. We have another cutscene. Okay, so we have 12 people in chat. So I want to know, I'm hoping to start Diablo 2 next week. And I'm trying to decide if I should do it as a multiplayer. If that's even possible, considering that... Ooh, more heights. Considering I don't even know if I could find anyone that would be willing to play this period of time, but... Point-and-click adventures are my favorite types of games, but I do have to run and joy. Those are funny creatures. Yes. Thank you, Jill. Yeah, it's been a long time, but... And I once again have forgotten to make sure I have a pad of paper and a pen, because... I'm guessing I need to mark this down. Myst and Riven be like, we don't need no stinking maps. Yeah. I mean... That's basically it. Except some of Myst did have maps. Like, the individual worlds had maps. It was just that... And Myst overall had one in the central house there. But yeah, Riven... I don't think there's anything in Riven at all. I don't know how important the details to this eyeball are, so I don't know. And I can't draw anyway. What is this? Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I'm actually taking notes this time. I see a pipe. Feels like there should be water in here or something. Oh, hang on a second. Back it up. What is this? Oh, hey, I was right. There should be water in this. Does this mean something? Is it supposed to look like a giant squid, maybe? Or yeah, I don't know. Probably I'll be like, you know, 3/4 of the way through this game and like that shape will show up and I'll be like, wait, I've seen that somewhere, but I don't remember where. Uh, okay. I can't go down. Alright, I guess I'm going back through the tunnel for now. Can I go up this ladder? Did I already go up this ladder? I don't remember. Oh, what is that? I wonder what this thing is. It doesn't seem to quite fit anything else here. Alright. So I came out a side... Alright, I came out this side tunnel, so I should be able to go up. Left or right, folks? What do you think? I haven't gotten any votes yet on the Diablo thing either. Is there a way to do a poll on my phone? Probably not. Alright, we gotta vote for left. Somebody's been doing some serious logging around here. The tree must have been enormous. There's another one of those things I saw a person in earlier. Gate? Scary. Fiery. Alright, I've been told to go always left, so. And a weird fish thing. That just seems to sit there and look scary. Alright, so I must have come from this way, so I have to go this way? Blue... Oh, and this is the other side to the... Is there a giant... Okay, there's something over here, but there was like a giant sword over there. Oh. Apparently we're gonna go on another roller coaster ride. Close your eyes if you get motion sick. Okay, this was made in 1997. This looks pretty amazing for 1997. Would you agree? See, if I could look around, it would be really helpful. Big box PC games in the stores like this one just found marveling at the back in the day. Back in the day when Ubisoft actually made games that were considered ahead of their time. Whew. Okay, that was quite the ride. It's like a roller coaster without needing to be on a roller coaster. Oh, this is another one of those things I have to flip water around. Except I haven't got a clue what I'm flipping water to and from, and hopefully something here tells me. Okay, we've got water bubbling. This didn't seem to do anything. That tips up that. Still doesn't do anything. The scientific method is not doing me a whole lot. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Well, we got lots of sound. The water is no longer bubbling. Oh, I wonder if I couldn't get in here before. I must need to drain the water somehow? Good morning, Rio. How are you? Yeah, it's the visuals on these games have always been amazing. The water's boiling again. Yeah, let's go around to the door and see if that did anything. Okay, this is red, which I guess means I can't go in at all. I didn't even notice it was a different color before. I think Jill had to take off, Rio, but I will certainly pass it along if I see her elsewhere. Yeah, I must have to drain this somehow. I just can't think how. Alright, this... Where does that pipe go? Okay, that pipe goes into there. So I assume I do not want this. Let's go find out where the water is actually going currently. Oh, hey, there's a really big ladder over there. How did I miss that? Okay, so the water is not currently going. I don't know, I'm making the assumption that that's where the water is going and not where it's coming from. Well, that definitely did something different. Doesn't look like the water went away, though. It's bubbling again. That means I can't get in the room. Alright, go back. I mean, I keep telling myself that, like, if I figure this out, I'll have a sense of accomplishment, but... There we go! Look at that! Water is drained. Now it'll probably turn out I needed that, like, shelf or whatever it was up high. Apparently I did. Alright. We'll get this right eventually. Okay. That didn't work. Do I have to turn this on to bring this back up? Alright, I've succeeded in one thing, and I have absolutely no idea what it did. If anything. And it's dark, so I have no idea where I am. Is that where it just came from? I feel like that's where it just came from. Okay, so there's only one way to go. If I click enough times, I will have another really big drop-off. Oh, there's a path. Which I guess tells me where the water goes? Is this... I said I saw a really big ladder before. Was this it? If it was, it Feels like... Yeah, Witch Queen, I definitely could use a map. Or the ability to draw a map. Trap? Trap that isn't working because water needs to go somewhere. Okay, so... Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out where the water went. So that one goes way over here. That one goes there. So the second one must come here, I think. Let's give it a shot. Man, I really wish this was the place that had the ladder, because I'd rather do that than, like, go all the way back over there again. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the ladder. Excellent. Now I don't have to do that. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Sweet. Option B. Watch this be completely not what I was supposed to do. Oh, that was so much easier. Now, what do you suppose I catch? Anything good? Wow, no one has ever actually, like, suggested I might be patient about anything. Huh. Alright, I didn't catch anything. Do I just have to go away for a while, do you think, maybe? Why am I looking at the fan? This would be a nice thing to know. Alright, I'm going to assume I just have to go away for a while. Okay, so... that one goes way over there, which I cannot get to. The first one goes... oh, to where I came in. Which means I guess I can't leave unless... oh. I have no idea what this is. Ooh. I hope I didn't just shut myself in. Ah, stop it. Oh, I assumed this wasn't gonna work because I didn't have water running to this area. Well, shoot. Unless this is a different... Nope, it's not a different... Woo! Yeah, Witch Queen, I don't think I could ever make a map of this. I mean, because I have no map making capabilities. But they are, well, the series, at least as a whole, has a pretty good reputation for actually sticking to details and trying to make sure that everything is, like, on task, shall we say. I don't know if I should go back and try and figure out the water thing more, or... Is this where I just was? Like, way over here? I mean, that seems like the rational assumption. Alright, I feel like the really long bridge thing has to be over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, I'm going to change the water so that it goes to the really long bridge thing. And then I'll come back here and see if I can figure out where that pipe actually comes in. Because I walked along a lot of bridges, so... And Jay, I do appreciate it. I don't feel like I'm being very patient, but... I mean, maybe I'm just easily distracted by, like, firelights under the water. Oh, that's right, I have to go down the ladder. Oh, can I not? Maybe I can't turn it over there. See, I assumed I came from over here. Well, fudge. Can I walk over to find out if there's like a... I can't get there. I was gonna see if there was a connector or something that needed to be fixed there. Alright, why have a pipe if you can't do anything with it? I guess while we're here we should go check the mousetrap. I don't think anything's changed, so I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but, you know. Oh! I was wrong. Something has changed. What the fuck is that? Apparently not what I was looking for? I mean, it is kind of neat that you can occasionally capture things that aren't what you need. Because fairly realistic. Alright, so that goes to there. That goes to there. So wait, why do I need... Or is that blocking water? Whoops, not what I meant to do. Oh, that's right, that was the... Can't go out the same way you came in. I mean, it's a gorgeous game, if nothing else. Okay, this one doesn't work. Of course, it also doesn't come out of the same part of the spigot as the other three. Maybe that's why? Alright, I would say we're probably done with that first room. I think the only purpose of the first room is to get you to the second room. And I still don't know... Oh, I have a thought. It kept making me look at that fan. Is the fan still going with the water shut off? It is. Never mind. Darn it, I thought I had a clever idea. Oh, I can't move this with the water shut off, though. So if I trap something, it's now stuck down there. Alright, let's try turning it on one more time and see if I caught anything better this time. If that's all the power, how is the fan still running? What do we think? Another frog? Another frog. It's not even eating the pellets. The pellet just rolled down between the bars. I have to say, that was a pretty clever little, pretty clever little detail. I also like the fact that the frog didn't jump away in the same way both times. All right. Guess we're gonna see if this makes any difference to the... this thing. Okay, despite the fact that there's water being fed to this, it doesn't actually seem to make any difference at all. Man, I do love this effect. I think if it were much longer, it might make me, like, start to get kind of queasy, but I love it as is. All right. So where have we been and where have we not been? Oh, this looks new. Is this new? Looks like there's something up in that little house thing again. Oh, somebody's setting off an alarm because they saw me. That's what I'm seeing. Did I see a... oh. Thought I saw one of those little buttons I had to hit to make things go zoom. Is there supposed to be something out on the... oh, it's somebody grabbing up a kid. Okay. Cutscenes in 1997. Alright, if we have an underwater transportation system, I wonder if that's supposed to be another stop. Yep, that's what it is. There's like a bubble thing there, and this looks like rails. I don't know what that is. Well, that doesn't seem to have gotten us very far. Oh, this is that thing I was looking at earlier. The cow. Can't hit the drum. Fire. Can't pick up the wood. Can't do anything with any of the gears. Okay. Ooh, this does something. Oh, of course, if it's an underwater transportation system, it probably has to be on the water. Oh, and this is that thing I was looking... Okay, those are definitely tracks. How do I get in that and still... hum? This is one of those areas I could really use some help with the problem solving, chat. Anybody got any ideas? Oh, this is like that thing that was filling up with water earlier. Does that mean this doesn't work unless it's full of water? Can't get from here to there. Well, that just turns me around. I want to know where the giant metal can turned up. Alright, so there must be a way to use the giant metal can to get to different spots. But I will be darned if I can figure out what it is. Alright, I came that way. Have I been this? Yes, I've been this way. What do we think, chat? What have I missed? We have the path that goes off into the greenery. We have the path that goes through the gate, both of which eventually seem to come around to the same space. We have a strange fish statue that doesn't seem to do anything. We have a cool underwater travel system, part of which I seem to be able to use and part of which I can't. If I go off to the other section of the island, I can't figure out how to do anything except catch frogs that then escape. And there are these weird, like, swords sticking out of random rocks. And I have this button that doesn't seem to do anything. And these poor sea creatures that I keep disturbing while they're trying to nap. Nobody has any thoughts at all? I mean, I'll even take shitty thoughts, because it's better than what I got. Oh, this water thing seems to be gone. I feel like I'm probably missing a ladder or a walkway or a something. Oh! Oh! For this! Woo! More roller coaster rides. Come for the puzzles, stay for the roller coaster rides. Oh, well that didn't go very far. Wait a minute. Can I go up? No. Alright, so I'm not somewhere where I can go. This feels like bus stops or oh, it is like bus stops. Oh. Okay, it's a bus stop I can't actually do anything at. No swimming allowed in this game. Do I have to do something to unlock this, or... We'll figure it out. Okay. So this turns it around. I don't know what this does. Oh, I get to make a choice as to which rail I go on. I think. Okay, I may have to draw a map for this because otherwise I'll never remember this. Is this where I just came in? No, because I can't seem to get out of this one either. Oh, wait a minute. No, turn that back around. Were there more places I could go? Yeah, I think it looks amazing. It's just a matter of... Okay, so this one's a dead end. So we have to turn around. Go back to that other intersection. So then I can either go straight. Which is what I want to do. So I want to see if there are any more rails this way. Is the answer still always go left? Oh shit, I didn't mean to turn around. Alright, if the answers always go left, then we're gonna take this one. I love the effects of like the water like above your head kind of thing. I mean, I assume eventually I must hit one of these that I can actually like do something with. I don't know why I can't reach any of these. Maybe I have to drop ladders or something? Can I go forward? I cannot. Alright. So, turn this sucker around. Go back down to the last intersection and try going right instead. I gotta say, like, there was some stuff in Myst that was really a matter of like just guessing lucky, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This really does seem to have more of a methodical feel to it. That's a good sign. Where are we? Watch it be back where I came from. Is this where I came from? No, this isn't where I came from, is it? Is this where I came from? Oh, fudge. Ah. Alright. I was so excited because I thought I'd found something new. I assume I can't go forward. Oh, I can go forward. Wait, now I'm confused. Have I been in both directions here? Or have I just been left? Oh shit, that wasn't what I meant to do. I've already done this, haven't I? Alright, I've missed one somewhere. Where the heck did I miss? Because now I've gotten all confused and turned around. Okay. Blue skies, we have determined, means I can't reach here. Can't go forward. So, turn around. There has to be one of these I can get to, or there would be no point. Wait. Did I already go left? Damn it, I thought I went right, but the thing is on the left-hand side. Well, now I've just gotten totally confused. Okay, this is where I came from. So. This time we're going to try going forward and see if we can go in the other direction. Okay, pretty sure I've gone left and right here. I came... Did I come from the left or the right? Because now I've gotten confused. I think I came from the right, but I'm not sure. Alright. I am going to take 10 seconds to go refill my water glass. You guys figure out which if I need to go left or right. Be right back. I mean, it's not much of a fate. I wouldn't worry about it, Jay. So Eraserhead hasn't been paying attention. Alright, we'll try left. The worst thing that happens is I get even more lost and we have to turn around again. Alright, so the upside is I guessed right. The downside is it didn't take us anywhere. Alright, I know if I turn around and go left, it's gonna go nowhere. If I turn around and go right, it's gonna go back to where I came from. So... we're already on left, so we're going to keep going left. Pretty sure we've already been this way, but... I'm calling dead end. And I called correctly. Oh, not a dead end. There's another option over here. I don't think this is a bubble, though. I think this is just... Yeah, this is just left or right. Alright, we'll keep going. Anyone want to place any bets? Yet another dead end, or will we actually find something this time? Ooh. Wait a minute. This is where we started. But... how? Is it where we started? Or do they just have identical looking tunnels? Nope, it's where we started. I'm so confused, like we went... Okay. Oh, well, I meant to turn it around and then do that. Should work anyway. And it's another dead end. Or it's the same dead end. I don't even know. Alright. I need to think about this for a minute. Bioshock Batsphere? What? The problem is that you can't look around, which means I can't... Like, normally I would be able to actually see the routes, which means I'd be slightly less lost. I mean, considering this is the only thing I have, like, successfully figured out how to do, I figure this has to be, like, the... That's the remastered... What the remastered version has, it's fully free roam. I do not know what you're referencing, but okay. Alright, this one actually has a... Alright, we're back here again. I don't know how I keep ending up at the exact same spot. I had this thought for a minute that maybe they weren't the exact same spot, they were just similar spots, but nope, has the exact same eyeball thing. Okay, we're going to start here. We're going to keep very careful track of this time, and I'm going to write it all down. And if that doesn't work, we're going to give up for the day and try again. At some other point. Okay. So I came in this direction. So let's just say, hypothetically, alright, I'm just going to try going straight. Okay, first stop is a... Looking at this hypothetically, I'm not going anywhere. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Wrong button. Okay, it stops here because there are two options, but I don't know which one I came from. But we're going to keep going. And go straight. Patrick. How are you? Does this also have a left-right, or is this... Okay. Going straight leads to a dead end. You can't go straight again, right? Oh, I can go straight. Which leads to a left-right. We're going to go right because I already happen to have the thing facing that way. Whoops, nope. Gotcha. Can't even handle the fact that there are only 3 friggin' gears on this. No wonder I can't. No wonder I can't make the map work. So that led to an exit. That led to the same exit. Okay, that is not possible. I went straight twice, I went right once, and I came out at the exact same spot I left at. How? This is Riven, Patrick. This is the sequel. Which is... Myst becomes frustrating. This starts frustrating. Okay, how did I go straight twice, take a right, and end up back at the beginning? Yeah, I'm beginning to think that's the case, Eraser. But like I said, this is the only thing I've, like, successfully found, so it has to be... And the problem is, I don't even know if I'm facing in the same direction. Which means I don't know if I do this again. Okay, I definitely came from the left that time. Okay, so going straight. a dead end. Going straight again should lead me to a left-right option. So going right is going to lead me back to the same tunnel. Hey, Shieldwall. How are you at puzzles? Yep, this is the exact same spot. Okay. So, we're going to try... I mean, I'm beginning to feel the same way at this point. Okay, is this the place with no... No. So straight. This will lead us to the bubble that has no exit. We'll go straight again, but this time we'll go left. Got no... Yep, this is the one that's got no exit. Hello, Mr. Angel. How are you? I think you might be the first person that's actually recognized the game immediately. Mr. Angel, how are you at puzzles? Alright, so we're gonna go left this time. This hopefully should not bring us back to the beginning. I see air on this one, that's... Nope, that is also going to be a dead end. And it's a total dead end. Okay, so don't make me turn this car around. Mr. Angel says, yeah, but I am ancient. I played the 7th Guest, the 11th Hour, and Myst. Okay. Now, I don't know which direction I came from before. So, what I'm going to do is turn this around so that I'm oriented to where I was before. We're going to go back to the beginning, which should be... Oops, nope, 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 nope. I hate these handles. Too close together. Alright, we're gonna go right, which should take us back to the beginning. I am not familiar with the seventh guest. Alright, so this time we're gonna go straight. We're gonna turn this around. And I came from the left, so we're gonna go to the right. I don't miss changing 14 discs. I totally have to. I don't know. Was Riven 1 disc or 2? I can't remember. No exit. If I've gone through all of this and it turns out that none of these are gonna, like, let me do anything, I might be really pissed. Okay, I think the eyeball that I came in on might be the only... Yeah, I think that might be the only possible exit. In which case, what the fuck is the point of all this? So this puts us back at the same intersection. The seventh guest and Myst are like the grandmother of games from the type you're playing adventure with puzzles. Yeah, I was playing Myst, and then I basically got sick of it. I mean, the only upside to this is that I think I've now mapped the whole thing out. But that seems to have been like a half hour of just total uselessness. Wait, did I just come from the left again? I just came from the left again. What the heck? Wait, is this new? This is new! I don't even know how I got here. And I don't know what these do. I was playing Diablo, Warcraft, and StarCraft during this time, also a lot of Cyberpunk 2020 and Rift's tabletop. I didn't play nearly as much Rifts as I would have liked to have. But yeah, Diablo, Warcraft. Never played StarCraft. I actually had to severely upgrade my computer at the time, cost me a fortune. Yeah, I was just saying yesterday that I think... Hey, is this a map? I think this might be a map. Ish. Or at least part of a map. I was just saying yesterday that I think Myst may have been the first, game that, like, started the whole idea of gaming PCs. I don't know that before that... Well, yeah, Shieldwall, I really thought that I had mapped the whole thing out and done everything, and then I was like, wait a minute, is this an extra turn? I thought I already did this. And here I am. The problem is that here I am seems to be nowhere, actually. And since I don't... Pardon me. Since I don't know how I got here... Oh, I think I have the hiccups. None of this feels like it goes very far. Yeah, but I think for most people, well, that explains why it goes around. Oh, good heavens. I have a terrible case of the hiccups. Hang on just a second. Let's see if that works. I think Myst was the first computer where, they made everything that could, in such a way that it could not play on a computer that people owned normally. I mean, there are definitely cases where people, you know, had lower-end computers or whatever, but they literally, like, didn't have, they literally didn't have computers at all that would play Myst. Alright, hang on a second. I took a screenshot here. Let's see if I can figure out where I am and where I've ended up. Alright, that should be a dead end. So we want to go right, if I'm correct. think that this will bring us back to the tunnel. Okay. So that's that. What I really want to know is there's one that looks like I should be able to get. Okay, let's try turning this around. And go straight. Lead us to here. Where the left and the right are ending up there, though. It was... Oh, unless... Maybe that didn't bring me out where I thought it did. There's definitely one more bubble that's on here that's open according to where I could look out over everything. And I'm pretty sure it's one I really need to get to. I just can't figure out how to get there. Because I thought I knew where I was, but it turns out I don't. Oh, sugar pups. Now my phone is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so I thought... Alright, this is not going to work because my phone has now decided it's just going to go all wobbly. A few years back, I tried to emulate Myst on my PC, and it protested it's not able to dumb it down so much. Times change. So Tomby had to specifically load a program onto my computer that would allow this and Diablo to dumb themselves down enough. So... Pardon me. Okay. So if this... Okay. I keep trying to look at this computer, and it keeps insisting that I need to, like, add a caption or some fucking thing. Like, it won't just let me look at the picture. Every time I try and zoom in on something, it, like, tries to force me somewhere else. Okay, so if that was that, and I went right, no, that would have brought me out in the middle of nowhere. What I need to do is find my way back to where I just was. Which is probably going to be a nightmare because I'm already lost again. This is a guess. Cross your fingers. Maybe I guessed right. That would be a miracle. Okay. Oh, this is where I was trying to go. Wait, what? No! Okay, I thought I was going to end up back to where we were before, but I didn't. I just ended up on this thing. Which apparently just goes around in circles. But at least I did manage to find 3 different openings. Or stops, or whatever you want to call them. And I sort of vaguely have some idea of where things are now. So that seems like an accomplishment, kind of. Right? Hey, Matt. How are you this morning? I'm busy getting lost. Trying to figure out where I was before, because the other stop should have been over here somewhere. Or this one, maybe? Again, it would be really nice if I could actually, you know, look in directions that people would really be able to look normally. Alright, can I go straight from here? Probably not. What do you know, I actually can. I'm gonna go right because I think I can see a bubble from here. Blue skies anyway. Remember leaving the game running for those songbirds or bird sounds to fall asleep? The sound design in the game was really good. I'm lost again, the Riven experience. I mean, I would love to say that that's the Riven experience, but honestly, that's my experience all the time. Like, eternally. Okay, I feel like this is also new. Well, new-ish. My cat just knocked her food dish over. So wait a minute, this is where... Okay, this thing over here is where this monstrosity first came from. Actually, I think this might be where we started from. I think the eyeball place has been just a circular spot we keep coming back to. Yeah, because this was the tunnel we could actually walk through. Okay, so that was a whole lot of going to places we already could get to through other means. Except for one spot where it does not seem to actually do anything. Which would be this hanging, whatever it is. Good morning, Weasel. Myst I liked until the very end, and then I got really sick of it and quit. And Riven I actually never enjoyed because I couldn't find things I needed. And I think the visuals now are not quite so bad. Or it may just be that, you know, I have an enormous monitor now. But I don't seem to really be getting anywhere. We've been streaming for over 2 hours at this point, and I have wandered in circles a lot. And I'm now feeling kind of stumped. And I've tried very hard to convince the chat to help me, but none of them are willing, so. So I'm poking around looking at a lot of things I've already looked at and coming up with no new conclusions. I mean, considering that there are now several people who have played this game before, the fact that nobody has any advice is a little confusing. Now I just want to go back and look at the little, like, fire loops again. Check the water. Well, that doesn't help me much. Check what water? There's a lot of water in this game. Thank you, Eraser. I appreciate that. So far, this is my favorite part of the game. I can just sit and, like, you know, ride back and forth through this thing repeatedly. I remember having a lot of trouble finding things myself, and that's about it. Well, I mean, at least you can commiserate with me. That's nice. But do feel free to offer suggestions, because I am obviously getting nowhere. Should we go find out if we caught anything other than frogs this time? I mean, I'm sure we haven't, but... It's been a long time since I played Riven, mainly because they accidentally deleted their developer version and had to rebuild it from scratch for the remaster. Hey, Beast! Good morning, how are you? Frogs? Frogs. I can't even decide if, like, the whole trap thing is even a thing. Or if this is just, like, here to fuck with you. I think there's a whole thing about the fan, but I can't remember how to shut the fan off. I mean, could I at least have the entertainment of throwing the frogs in the fan? I mean, I feel like I ought to get something out of this. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be looking at here. I mean, there's a big tunnel. Like, if I shut the fan off, I still couldn't actually climb through it, but I could imagine that the game would pretend that I could climb through it. Unless this is supposed to be the actual, like... Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense, because all it does is go to this building. Alright, let's double check this building and see if there's something I'm missing. There were a lot of possible combinations on this. So that... I remember being stuck mid-game, restarted, and for some reason not getting stuck on that part without ever finding out what I missed the first time. I'm good. I see she didn't catch my first chat, or she'd be trying to shock me. Oh, you know what? This... Hang on, chat filter. It's taken to, like editing out, it's changing everything to top, top fans instead of all, like all messages, and so I keep missing stuff. Just got here, don't blame me, because females are directionally challenged. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I have this ongoing joke with my husband that... Oh, I can't get in there. Okay. I have an ongoing joke with my husband that, you know, if we ever return to, like, tribal society stuff, that, I will be many things, but I will not be she who knows the way. Ever. Am I correct in remembering a few weird glitches in this game, things that only fix themselves after a restart? I'm not sure, because I don't think I ever actually... I finished Myst, and I finished Exile. I don't think I ever finished Riven. I think I just rage quit it. Yeah, Witch Queen, I do remember the, switching it to live chat. I just never remember until somebody makes a comment about the fact that they said something that I missed, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, because YouTube has, like, deleted it again. You're at Volcano Lake. This part is frustrating. I mean, honestly, I feel like I have accomplished more here than I have anywhere else in the game. I got into the room, I got to the tunnel, I got to this place up here. I found the trap, but now I can't seem to do anything except catch frogs. And I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. I thought I was supposed to swap this so that the water would go up here, but that doesn't seem to work. So, yeah, if you have any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. In a switch to a Stone Age post-apocalyptic goat will be a woman who says, "Do you know the way?" That's an old meme, but yeah. Um, yeah, I can do many things, but a sense of direction is not one of them. Yeah, so Mr. Angel, I do not remember if there were glitches. And Weasel, if you have any thoughts on what else I'm supposed to do here other than take a really cool ride to get here and then climb this ladder repeatedly to find out that I've caught more frogs that then just run away. And look at a fan that I can't seem to do anything with. I love the fact that every time you try and look up, like, clues, the first thing you'll get is, "This is a puzzle game. We suggest you not, look for clues until you're, like, really stuck." And I'm like, why the fuck would anyone be looking for clues if they weren't already really stuck? Alright, power valve, found it. Blue water, found it. Underwater viewing chamber. I definitely have not seen an underwater viewing chamber. Nor do I know where I would look for an underwater viewing chamber. I love the fact that if you do try and look up clues, they are incredibly choppy and make absolutely no sense. This is the part where many of us got stuck. I'm trying to remember, but it's so long ago. Well, the thing is, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here yet. Like, that's the... And of course, this game is ancient, which means that every time I try and look up clues, I get a whole bunch of sites that are no longer active. I don't know, I'm beginning to think maybe I need to go back to the beginning and... Try again. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll go back to the beginning and see if I've missed something. Besides, that means I get to ride the cool ride again. Excuse me. Hey, Mr. Angel, have a good dinner. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I still don't know what this blue button does. Hey, look, there's another eyeball. Wait, does that sound like the frogs? Did the other one sound like frogs? I don't remember. I didn't even know there were books, Weasel. Sounds like the same sound effects in Half-Life. I've also never played Half-Life. But it sounded to me like those frogs I kept catching. If I am somehow supposed to, like, line up the pattern that various frogs croak with, like, something else. then there will absolutely be rage quitting because that would be bullshit. Hey, there's a giant face in this thing now. That wasn't there before. Do I need to go close the door to figure out what the giant face is all about? And I don't remember how to get out of this room. Nope, not what I wanted. Still not what I wanted. There's a door here somewhere. That got me into this room, that then got me... There we go. Is this how I think this is how I close the door. I still don't know what the creepy chair does. Except make creepy chair noises. Black Myst is the best variation of the OG Half-Life unless you want to play the unvarnished version that Valve released in the 90s. Otherwise, I can recommend wholeheartedly Black Mesa and Half-Life 2. Half-Life Episode 1 and 2 are fantastic, and... Oops, I meant Half-Life 2 Episodes 1 and 2 are fantastic as well. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know why I never played any of those games. What was it called? The Orange Box or something like that? Okay, so yes, that's closed. But there's no, like, weird face. How do I make the weird face come back? I mean, that seemed important. This is the rotating room, which I also haven't figured out. This is that gate that you can't freaking open no matter what you do. This is just like... That kind of doesn't match up. Are you serious? Okay. I see holes in the thing. The whole purpose of that was for me to, like, peek through a hole in a room I've already seen. And what video game ever lets you do something like rational, like crawl under a door? Yeah, Orange Box. I never played any of the Orange Box ones. There were 3 books: Myst, the Book of Atris, the book... yeah, I think I have heard of them now that you mention it. I'd totally forgotten until you mentioned that, but... I kind of thought it was obvious from Myst that there was writing and things broke down and that made worlds break down. Okay, this is that thing that I just went twirling on. Not sure what the point of this is either. All right, well, I appear to have basically come back to the beginning, and I don't think I'm going to end up getting much further without taking, like, the entire day to go through it, so. Accomplished a little bit, not a ton. I guess I will take it for what it's worth. And I've got some errands I've got to get run today before we get yet more snow. So I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you to everybody for spending time with me. If anybody has any more thoughts for the next time, I'm happy to hear them. I will be back Tuesday, provided all goes well and we don't, we're supposed to get snow for like the next 4 days. So, theoretically, I'd like to be back on Tuesday, provided we have power and all that good sort of stuff. But Tuesday, I think my plan is to do Original Sin. And then Wednesday, I hope to be working on Diablo 2. So, and I did not get an answer from the chat. So last chance. Would you prefer that I do Diablo 2 single player or multiplayer? Provided that I can actually find somebody who wants to play. Weasel, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope we'll see you again. I can use all the help I can get. Witch Queen, I hope to see you on Tuesday as well. There's always a chance I might do Mondays. I don't generally schedule Monday morning streams, though, because I have Slice and Dice Monday night. But you never know if the universe decides to go my way. But Tuesday morning is what I'm planning for, so. Beast, have a wonderful day. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to Legatus and Eraser for being my mods, as always. Angel, if you were still here, I hope you're having a wonderful dinner. Rio, if you're still here, I hope you have a good day. Patrick, if you're still here, I hope you have a good day. And Shieldwell, it was wonderful to have you stop by. We don't get to see you very often, so hope to see you again. And if there's anybody else I missed, I hope you also have a great day. Multiplayer could be cool. Yes, it would be a matter of finding somebody that can do the... Well, yes, if I can't find somebody multiplayer, then, then I have to do it single player, but... You gotta find somebody to play with, though, Beast. Otherwise, you just don't have any options. Gotta scratch that itch somehow. But yes, anybody I missed, I hope that you all have wonderful days. I hope it is not gonna snow for the next 4 days for everyone else. And I hope to see you on Tuesday.